Guys, thanks for coming back to watch another video. Today I decided that I was going to read a story from some people on Instagram that had sent me their spooky stories in. I think it's really cool to just hear from other people and see what they've been through. I'm going to put their names and their tag right on the screen so that if you want you can go check out their Instagram. Quite a few people actually did DM me, so that's pretty cool. I got to read a lot of stories. I was just looking through today and I saw one that kind of is like an interesting topic to talk about. I don't know what their name is, but I have someone on here, maybe Sabrina, who DM'd me and she told me about a dream that she had that kind of correlated with her real life. I don't know if this has happened to anybody before. It has happened to me, not particularly real stuff. I've had dreams that I've just had over and over again about scary things. They haven't happened in real life, like movies that I watched on TV. That's kind of what they were about. This is kind of like that, except what happened in her dream, she says happened in real life, and it was related to a ghost. So that's pretty creepy. I've never had anything like that happen to me, but I don't know if you guys have. So I'll kind of just read what she said. So she says that she saw my YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching, Sabrina. She's going to share her dream. Says that she's heard that a lot of teens around the age of 13 experience this, I guess, where you have a dream and it happens in real life or something. I've never heard of that, but if anyone else is 13 and you have had a dream that happened in real life, let me know. Okay, so she says, I was in my apartment, but apparently I wasn't living there, and I remember everything around looked so depressing, like dead trees, nothing had any life. I remember seeing the manager of the apartments. She had walked up to me and told me out of nowhere, "You're the new manager," with a nervous smile, and I was saying, "No, it's fine, I don't really." And she stopped me and said, "No, here, take it," and gave me the keys to all of the doors of the apartments. That's weird. And I remember I did not complain, but was questioning why she walked away in speed, like if she was trying to get away from something. Okay, that is kind of creepy. She's just like, okay, I'm out of here. It's your job now. That is scary. I remember my close friend being there with me. She was excited. She had told me a secret. She said apparently everyone left in a rush because of a spirit that took over and everyone was terrified. And I was confused on what she meant. So then I remember she wanted to look around and she went her own way. Then I pointed and said, I'm going to check in there. And she pointed where she lives in real life, I guess that apartment. So that's kind of creepy that she's at her actual house or her apartment. I walked in and everything seemed old-fashioned, and in the corner was a shelf with a broken doll. That's creepy. Dolls are like one of the scariest things to me. I don't know why. I saw this really scary movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dead Silence, but ever since I saw that movie, I'm just so creeped out by dolls. Jake actually has one around here somewhere, and I'm just like, get that thing out of here. Okay, so she sees a broken doll. I remember turning around to look around and face back where the doll was and see a black shadow man standing there just looking at me. And I was looking back at it in shock but no fear, and I walked back outside and turned back to look at the place and saw him half out the door waving goodbye at me. I woke up from there, and when I tell you I'm not lying, days later at exactly 7 a.m. I see it in the exact same spot as my dream in real life. I was in shock, like I was in my dream, and I blinked and randomly it was gone. I had never seen it ever since, but did experience more creepy things after that. Okay, that's pretty intense. If I saw something in my dream and saw it in real life in the same exact spot, I'd be like, okay, this is so crazy. Am I like a fortune teller or something? Like, do I have magical powers? But I used to watch the scary movies that normal people watch, like Halloween with Michael Myers and Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, and I used to have the same dreams over and over again, and a lot of the dreams would be just like Michael Myers coming in my house or somewhere trying to kill me. They felt so real that I used to wake up, and like one time I had this dream. I was sleeping in my mom's bed, I guess because I was scared or something. And so I knew where I was at in the dream. I knew where I was at in real life. So I'm sleeping on, I think it was like the left side of my mom's bed, and there's like obviously like a little walkway to the bed. And in my dream, it's a Michael Myers dream, so either I saw him somewhere or he's doing things around the house or whatever. I hear him coming down the hall. I'm in the spot in my bed in the dream. So I'm like, is this really happening? Like, what is going on? I'm freaking out. I'm in my mom's bed already, so I can't be anywhere more safe. He comes up to the side of the bed and he goes to kill me, and I guess I woke up. All I saw was like this little red dot in the corner of the room until my eyes adjusted to the light. You know, when you're in the dark, your eyes kind of adjust a little bit so you can see more. It was like the dot for the TV. So like I was all good and alive. It was weird that in my dream I knew where I was in real life. That kind of freaks me out. It's kind of like a conscious thing, how subconsciously your brain knows where you are. It's also dreaming of something fake that's not real. It's a really weird thing. My dream was fake, okay? Michael Myers is not real. This girl experienced a ghost, and then she says in the same exact spot in her living room, it was there in real life. That's pretty scary. Something like that was real life happened to her. I know Michael Myers isn't gonna come down my hall and kill me in the middle of the night because he's just not real. It could be someone in a costume, but to see a ghost that you saw in a dream in real life in the same spot, that's a pretty scary thing, I would say. So I have another story from another person on my Instagram. It starts off by saying, my scary story is this. I was about 10 years old. My room always had a very odd and scary vibe to it. This is like a typical thing, I feel like you know when you walk into a house or a room or any place, it's just creepy. Like you already can tell something's not right about it. And that happens to a lot of people. When I went away to Salem, when I used to live in my old house, like it just had that feeling, that bad vibe. And this one night was far worse than any other night because at first I heard whispering in my closet, and my closet doesn't have a door to it. So I could see the space in there, but nobody was in there. And then the whispering stopped, and out of nowhere I felt this massive weight on my chest. It almost felt like someone or something sitting on my chest, and it prevented me from moving. So I was physically stuck on my bed, and then the weight lifted off of me. Then I turned to look at my doorway, and I saw a dark figure, like a silhouette of my mom, but something was off because I called out to her in a quiet tone since I was terrified, and I didn't get any response. And this thing stared at me for a few minutes before it went to the fridge, and our fridge reflects light whenever it's open, and the light didn't shine on the figure. Even with the light, this thing is still a walking void of darkness. So whatever this thing was, it may have looked like my mom, but definitely wasn't. The body language and the vibe just wasn't adding up, and at that moment, I officially became traumatized by a dark figure. Okay, so it seems like the theme right now is dark figure because that's what Sabrina mentioned in her story as well. I couldn't imagine actually not being able to move or something, and I know that happens to people. There's this thing called sleep paralysis where like you can't move any of your body parts, but you're aware of what's happening. I don't know if something like that maybe happened because he says that he felt a weight on his chest. I don't know how it feels. I've never had that happen to me. It sounds like that was something that it says he couldn't move, so maybe that's what was happening to him. And I know that when this happens to people, they're like dreaming, but it feels like real life. Again, there's this whole bridge on consciousness here. Like, is he conscious? Is this really happening, or is he sleeping? I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty crazy thing to think about, so maybe I'll do some research on it. The fact that he heard whispering in his closet, that's pretty scary. And I know what he means. I don't have a closet door in my closet right now, so I know what he means, that there's no door or anything covering where the closet is, so he can obviously see inside and there's nothing there, but he's hearing whispering. That's pretty scary. I don't know, sometimes I'm laying here at night and I'm by myself. My house has like this creepy feel too, I guess because it's older, so there's definitely a feeling like that in my house now. So a lot of times I'm laying in my bed and I'm just like so scared. I have a security camera because I feel like that's what I need to have, like some type of protection while he's not here. It's also good when we leave, we can see my dog. It'll go off in the middle of the night and I'll get notifications on my phone that says motion detected, and I'm laying in here and I'm home alone. So that's also something that really creeps me out. I don't know if my house is haunted, but there's definitely some things that are notably scary. Very, very scary. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing these stories. A lot of them are very interesting, and I do want to do some research on like sleep paralysis and stuff like that. I don't know if he ever asked his mom if that was her, but it probably wasn't. So the fact that that happened is really scary, and I do kind of wonder if he ever saw it again. So maybe if you're watching this right now, you can comment down below and let us know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It is almost Halloween, so that's exciting. I hope you guys are all ready to get some candy and get all spooky. If you like this video, make sure that you actually like it. You comment down below and you share it with your friends. If you guys would like, you can email me. I'm gonna put my email at the end of the video, and you can tell me some of your scary stories, some of your experiences. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.